Hey guys, what's up? It's Delicia here. Thanks so much for stopping by my channel. Today I'm going to be unveiling yet another prize box from StogieBird.com. This is one of the subscription services that I am a part of. It's a monthly subscription service if you're not familiar with it. The month starts on the 15th of every month, so a little bit different there. There's a lot of different choices on the website. If you haven't had a chance to stop by and visit StogieBird.com, you can select from the 2 for $20 option, the 5 for $40, or we have the 8 for $60, and there's also the manufacturer of the month for $70. So again, it's a great value on the different cigars that you're getting. They get changed up quite often, and the newer edition is actually some extra cigars that you can get on there, and you can do like a sampler pack of certain cigars that are available, of course, until, I'm sure they're limited quantities. So from what I've seen, those also change quite a bit. So definitely, get on there and check them out. But it's a great service. What I like about it, several things, but one of the things that I love is it's free shipping. It's very consistent, the way that they're shipped. I love the tubes. I'll get into those in a moment, but I've done a couple videos already where I've shown you the durability of those tubes that they come in, always properly humidified. And I like the fact that you can change, cancel, renew whenever you want. There's no contracts. And again, that free shipping really stands out to me. So a huge fan of that. And I like the variety that you can pick and choose. You can change that up however frequently you want. There's just a lot of different options, which is great. And I do have to stop for a minute and say congratulations to StogieBird.com for being the fastest growing cigar subscription service. They hit the ground running. They launched in February of this year, and since then have just been taken off. So again, that's thanks to all of you that are watching, that are members, that are, signing up for these different clubs. This one is, again, one of two that I belong to. Highly recommended, different reasons, and I am always excited to see what's in my shipment this time. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into this box. One thing that I'll point out that was different, that was a nice little surprise, was I actually got a personalized little signing on my box from Sam. So it says, Delicia, enjoy, thanks for your order. And then it has Sam Licia's signature, which is super cool. That's always a nice little added perk. Anytime people are putting the extra time and effort, it just really stands out to me. I'm somebody that tries to do that myself. So again, it just stands out to me when other people do it. And I have heard from some of you that are already members that, you've received certain boxes that have the signature. Sometimes Sam will throw in some extras into just random boxes as he gets them, which is cool. You just never know what you're going to get, which is a lot of fun. It's always great to receive those little extras. I do know, because a little birdie came in and told me that since we are approaching the IPCPR trade show, I believe those of you who are subscribing already can expect to receive some really cool goodies from the trade show in July's shipment. So we'll have to see what's in there next. But again, let's go ahead and just get into it. I'm always, talking too much, and I end up getting sidetracked from actually seeing what's inside the package. So now, I did have a comment on my last unboxing video rather, from somebody saying to make sure that I practice safety with my knives as I'm cutting. So, I'm distracted half the time, so I better pay attention and make sure that I'm cutting away from myself. This box is a little tight, so this might not be the prettiest attempt. Because now that they brought that to my attention, I'm like super paranoid about not pointing the knife towards myself. Okay, let's see. See if I can, there we go. I like to try and do this without demolishing the box. Okay, that was a better cut there. So again, I love the packaging, Stogie Bird. There's always lots of stickers. There's always lots of fun. And of course, it would not be a Stogie Bird package without receiving some feathers. So that's always great. I love that. That's just, I feel like I should keep these, in fact, and do something really cool with them at some point, but it's just fun. Again, that added something. Somebody's taking the time, well, not somebody, Sam is taking the time to, personally package these up and just add these little fun things. So again, another button for my
denim jacket wearing times. When I do that, I have some buttons that I've received from Stogie Bird. So again, a lot of fun. I personally, I get 2 tubes. So I always do the manufacturer of the month because I like the change up. And again, it's a steal as far as price point. Again, the 2 for $20 is great if you're somebody that doesn't smoke very often, or you just want to add, you know, some different cigars into your rotation. Again, 2 for $20 is great. Free shipping. It arrives at your door. But I actually do the bigger one. I do the 8 for $60, and it's still just quite the steal. It's less than 10 bucks a stick. I mean, it comes to your door, properly packaged, good picks, and again, the manufacturer of the month is also, I mean, I think there's usually 8 or 9, I think, in that tube, and it's like 70 bucks, but it's a great deal. Think about how much we spend when we walk into the brick and mortar, you know, the gas money and all that. Not that I don't support brick and mortar, I'm just saying it's nice to add that change up into the rotation, and a huge fan of things that I can, you know, see the quality. So what is this? So here's some, what's in your ashtray, Whiff Industries. Oh, these are like the little ashtray deodorizer. Okay, this is cool. Wow, I'll actually use these in my house. That's cool. So these little things you pour into your ashtray, and it helps to absorb, you know, any of the unpleasant odors that arrives after time. All right, so I don't know which tube is which, so let's just get into it and see. Okay, so this one, look at that. I opened in the right order. So this is my June tube, and let's see, we have a little description thing here. So again, you got the tubes. If you're unfamiliar with the tubes, these are great. You can take them with you if you visit, you know, friends, go to the beach, go golfing, do things, throw cigars in your car, things like that, where you don't necessarily have your travel humidor. For me personally, because I do a lot of traveling, these are great in the suitcase, in a quick carry-on bag. Again, without the travel humidor, sometimes these work really good. So it's kind of like an added little feature here that you can get into. And of course, they have the Boveda packs in there, so you know they're ready to smoke, ready to throw in your humidor, all of those things, especially because the shipping is fast, so there's not that delay. Sometimes if you might be ordering cigars online from different sources, they might take a while. You never know, you know, how they're coming. And if you ever receive any type of cigars in the mail that don't have some sort of Boveda pack or humidification pack, preferably Boveda, definitely don't put them into your humidor right away. Put them somewhere else, get them acclimated, and then add them to your humidor. So, okay, so this is my, again, I am part of the 8 cigars, so I can already see that I'm gonna love these cigars here. So let's get this thing opened. Oh, and of course, all my stickers. So I love the stickers. I've said this a few times. I'm a total nerd, and I love, love, love the stickers. Look at that. This is just fun. This adds a little extra. Super cute. Oh my goodness. No, that's Abbey Road, kind of, sort of. That's great. That is my new favorite sticker. This one's pretty badass too. Okay, very nice. So you also get the promo code. You get the $5 off, you know, your tube, which you can check that out in the text of the video. So let's get into the pack. All this talking, let's get into the fun. And I set my cigar down, and I do that every time. I don't even know why I light one up for these videos, because I'm busy. Oh, I see some beautiful, beautiful things. Look at all these cigars. This already, I can tell you without even going through all of these. Again, I said it earlier, it's a steal. So 60 bucks. And I mean, look at all these sticks. That's just amazing. So let me go through and use the write-ups to kind of go through what's in here. So we have the, this is from Island Jim. This is the Nick and Jim PBE pre-banned edition, and its origin is Costa Rica. So it's being made in the Tabacos de Costa Rica factory. This is a 6x60 Vitola, Ecuadorian Habano wrapper, Ecuador on the binder, and then the filler is Nicaraguan and Peruvian, medium strength. So that is very nice. Has that little bit of a closed foot there. Nice aroma to that. And again, I can tell you by the touch, these are perfect. These are ready to smoke right now. They're perfect condition. They're not too dry, not too humidified. They're just, again, ready to either smoke or put in the humidor. So that's a huge plus. So next up we have the Tatuaje. Where is it? Oh, I haven't even seen this band. Oh, this is cool. Nuevitas, Jíbaro. How cute. I love that. Okay, so they have the Nuevitas Jíbaro number 2 by Tatuaje. This is done in Nicaragua, of course, at the My Father factory in Esteli. Beautiful factory, by the way. This is a 6x52. It's letting me know that it has a Corojo 99 on the wrapper. Nicaraguan, okay, so Nicaraguan binder and Nicaraguan filler, full body. Would expect nothing else coming out of that factory. So this has an interesting kind of like not shaggy foot, but kind of like, it's like the wrapper doesn't go all the way to the end of the band, so it has a little bit of the exposed binder filler underneath, which is cool. If you're somebody that is, again, a tobacco nerd or somebody that's newer to smoking and you're not sure the components of the cigar, I would urge you to get not a really good cigar, but just something and do, or watch a video of somebody cutting the cigar. I have one that was one of the first videos I did, cutting a cigar open and showing the components, because you have the wrapper, of course, on the outside. Underneath it, you have the binder, and then you have the filler. So those could be multiple leaves in there. But it's definitely a nice way to familiarize yourself, not only with the components of the cigar, but also if you're somebody that's trying to get the different tasting notes, you can always pull them apart, smoke them separately. Again, don't do that with your whole, collection of cigars. That would just be a waste. But to try it with one, just to get familiar with certain things. Again, if you're newer to smoking, that's just a kind of a cool way. Totally sidetracked, by the way, sorry. So moving along, we have the Amendola. This is a really cool band. I love bowls, and this has a bowl on it. So Amendola, and this is a Connecticut. So coming out of Honduras from the Tabacalera G Coffee CIA. Robusto 5x50, and it has an Ecuadorian Connecticut shade wrapper, Honduran binder, and Nicaraguan and Dominican on the filler, mild to medium. So mild to medium is great, usually for those morning sticks, with a nice cup of coffee. Being a coffee fanatic, I'm somebody that's always on the search for that. So I actually have never smoked this cigar, but I'm very curious because, of course, the band caught my attention. Love the bowl on it. So that's the first 3. Flipping over. Now we have this beautiful crown head. So the 4 Kicks, again, music buff over here. So 4 Kicks was named after a song by a really awesome group out of Tennessee. I'm sure you guys are familiar with the story by now, but Kings of Leon, they're awesome. So anyways, back to the cigar. We have the 4 Kicks by Crown Heads coming out of the Dominican Republic. The Tabacalera La Alianza is the factory where it's rolled. It's a Robusto. We have a Connecticut Habano Maduro on the wrapper, Nicaraguan binder, and Nicaraguan filler. Medium to full. This one's great. I like this cigar a lot. A lot of good flavor. I actually have a few of these, I think, still, hopefully. If not, I'm glad that I am adding to my humidor, because again, these are really good sticks. Huge fan of Crown Heads, by the way. Okay, moving on to, we have the Asylum. This is the Oblongata. So Asylum 13, Asylum's crazy. They do like some silly stuff with their different sizes. They had that huge ogre a while back. I actually did, I think I did a review of that one. Wasn't necessarily a fan because of the Vitola, but the flavors were good. So it was just one of those like super awkward sizes. Anyways, this one is much better as far as the size. It's still a 6x60, but being box pressed, it just doesn't feel like you're smoking a 60. So I would actually, smoke this one, no problem. So again, this one is called the Oblongata by Asylum 13, coming out of Honduras at the El Andino factory. 6x60, I mentioned already, box pressed, Honduran Corojo on the wrapper, Honduran binder, and Honduran filler. So we have a nice Honduran puro here, medium body. Beautiful stick. As I mentioned, I have smoked it before. It does come in some different vitolas, so a lot of fun on that one. Moving along to the Casa Cuevas. So this one is this is their classic, their Clásico Prensado. Nice little box press as well. This is again by Casa Cuevas. This is coming out of the Dominican Republic from Tabacalera Las Lavas. And this is the NV 6x48 box press. Ecuadorian Habano on the wrapper, Nicaraguan on the binder, Pennsylvanian and Colombian on the filler. As well as, Pennsylvania, Colombian, Nicaraguan, and Dominican on the filler. So really nice. I have smoked this, but it's been quite some time, so I'm not as familiar offhand with the flavor notes behind that one. So again, this is another reason I love this shipment, is because it just gives me an excuse to try different cigars that I, may or may not have gone out and bought myself, at a brick and mortar. It's just nice when they are presented to me. So I'm, excited to smoke some of these different cigars. So this one, this is interesting. It has a piece of, this has to be real gold leaf on it. Nice. That's in place of the regular band, I guess. And then it has this smaller band with their name on it, letting you know that it's a Black 2, or Black the Second, Cavalier Geneve. This is coming from Honduras in the San Judas Tadeo factory. Robusto box pressed here. Oh, Mexican San Andres on the wrapper, so already a fan. Nicaraguan binder filler, medium to full body. So this one is like right up my alley. That smells very, very nice. Excited for that one. And last but not least, we have the Umbagog. This is by Dumbarton Tobacco and Trust. Steve Saka blends this baby. If you're not familiar with Steve Saka, you must not smoke cigars, or not really, but he's a name that you should know. He's a name that you should trust. He's somebody that blends some phenomenal sticks. So this one is great. This one's coming out of Nicaragua. Factory is the NACSA, so Nicaraguan American Cigars SA. This is the Churchill 5x50, Connecticut broadleaf on the wrapper, Nicaragua binder filler, medium body. Really nice stick. I actually haven't smoked this one in a little bit either. I have a couple boxes in my humidor of the sobremesas and the mi queridas, but Umbagog was one that I had smoked it a few times. I just didn't get a box of it. So nice. I'm glad to add that to the edition. And I just realized I always do these unveilings like backwards and, not in a good order. But let me go back and let you know that if you are somebody that subscribes, because this actually has it broken down. So if you're somebody that does the 2 for $20, you would have received, or you will be receiving, the crown heads and the oblongata. So these two cigars, again, quite the steal, 2 for $20 on this one. And if you were doing the 5 for $40, then you would be getting you would also get, so in addition to these two, you would be getting the Umbagog, you'd be getting the Casa Cuevas, and this little baby here, this little by Cavalier Geneve. So you'd be getting these 5. Very good, by the way. And again, if you were if you're the 8 person like myself, you'd be getting all of the ones that were mentioned here. So again, just a really it's a really great subscription service. It's one, again, I've said it a few times now, comes to your door. Just a steal. I mean, I go to a lot of different cigar lounges and brick and mortars, and while I always try to support them, it does get expensive, and there's a little bit of a markup there. So this is a great way to experience a variety of cigars, and again, they're delivered right to your doorstep. So huge fan. Hopefully you guys don't mind me taking the time to do these types of videos. I'm not necessarily giving you a specific breakdown of each and every cigar, but I just try to share, good things with you guys so that it gets your attention and kind of spreads the word around. So next up is the manufacturer of the month, which I don't even know. Oh, Jericho. So, okay, fantastic. Crowned Heads is the manufacturer of the month. I can tell you that based on the sticker. Jericho Hill, beautiful stick. And again, Crown Heads, they're awesome. Oh, and more stickers. Okay, let's see what's in here. Oh my goodness, there's my puppy. Well, kind of, this is a pug, but close. So, oh, these are some great stickers. I again, just adds to the value. Very cool. If you're a sticker nerd like myself, you will appreciate these. Look at that AC/DC. Got a little Elvis in there. Fantastic. So, and of course the little Stogie Birds. All right, so let's see what's in here. Oh yeah. So again, the Boveda pack is going on in there. So these cigars are ready to be smoked. So I'll go through these fairly quickly. And again, you're getting, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I said 8 or 9. So 8 for 70 of, you know, very premium sticks. These are, again, you would spend a lot more if you were to go buy these individually in any brick and mortar, basically. So this is a great way, again, to force yourself to try new cigars. I can't tell you how many comments I get from people that are like, hey, what can you recommend for me to try? You know, what's similar to this one? This is a great way to go, to just force your palate to try different things and, you know, again, take notes. I recommend keeping track of what you're smoking, which ones you liked the most. You know, if there's any information about the blends, that's great too. So we have the La Imperiosa. This is such a good stick. I haven't smoked this one in a while either. These are great this time. These are a lot of these I haven't smoked, a couple of them ever, and the rest of them, it's been a good amount of time that I can remember smoking them. So this is one of them. La Imperiosa is a great stick. Las Mareas, this is another really good one. 4 kicks. So we have the couple different, this one is the Maduro, yeah, and then this one is the regular, I think it's a Habano, or I mentioned it already in the other one, but yeah. So 2 different 4 kicks, beautiful. We have the Luminosa, which is another great one. And then the Jericho Hill, of course. This one was, when this one came out, it was just like, this one was such a good stick. Is such a good stick, not was, is still a good stick. Headley Grange, I'm a huge fan of this one in the Lancero, the drumstick. Phenomenal stick. So this is also, you know, a great size to enjoy. And then this one is the CHC Reserve. This one I'm not familiar with, and I probably should be. However, I'm just going to tell you that I'm not. So I'll smoke this and report back to you guys and let you know, flavor wise and all that stuff, or perhaps some of you have smoked it. And you can fill that in on the comments below. But again, great value for, a subscription service. It's one that I highly recommend. Again, comes right to your door, always in perfect smoking condition. These, all of them to the touch, you can just tell, they have that little bit of give to them. They're not dry. They're not overly humidified. They are ready to smoke right now. I could light up each and every one and they would smoke beautifully. I could throw them in my humidor. I don't need to put them into a separate one to let them acclimate. So again, that's an important thing because again, if you're ever receiving cigars from a source where you're getting them and you don't know, the conditions that they've been in prior, and you're just putting them into your humidor, you could be exposing your current cigars to bugs or, worse things. So this is definitely a source that I trust. That's why I do these videos and recommend these different subscription services. This one is highly recommended as well. And again, lots of different choices. So something for everybody out there, all different price points, all different palettes. And again, it's a great way to experience a variety of cigars. So as always, I thank you guys for hanging out and spending some time with me. And I do welcome all your comments. If you have questions, comments, anything at all, I do welcome that and I appreciate seeing it. Be sure to show some love on Instagram, #StogieBird, and can't wait to see you soon. Cheers.